The plants bees need to maintain a healthy diet have been revealed. Study identifies gene targets to combat cognitive decline.
Bitcoin payments app Strike enters UK as global expansion rolls out. Tencent-backed online lender Wibank gets green light to set up fintech unit in Hong Kong. Nubank, Latin America's largest fintech bank, integrates Bitcoin Lightning payments via Lightspark.
Terra Luna Classic loses BTC Turk listing after disastrous hack. Cardano hit with massive DDoS attack, but network remains unfazed as Chang hard fork nears. Two executives were sentenced for manipulating the price of a security and scheming to defraud investors in connection with the purchase of Hydrogen Technologies cryptocurrency, Hydro. U.S. Congressman Matt Gaetz introduces bill to allow federal income tax payments in Bitcoin, and Louisiana bans CBDC, passes BDC custody protection bill. Singapore seized $4.4 billion in dirty money since 2019. 4fin9 linked Vietnamese hackers indicted in $71 million U.S. cybercrime spree.
Vietnam blind date cafe probed for allowing men to observe women through one-way mirror. American YouTuber participates in a chase inside a Sao Paulo military police vehicle. Reuters reports that Apple supplier Foxconn rejects married women from India iPhone jobs.
Chinese teen in Alibaba Maths finals sparks awe, controversy after beating MIT students. Artificial intelligence predicts upper secondary education dropout as early as the end of primary school. For diabetes patients, inhaled insulin is shown just as effective as injections and pumps. Iceland's volcano eruptions may last decades, researchers find. Drug-resistant fungi found in commercial flower bulbs, compost, soil. Scientists discover plastic-eating marine fungus on debris floating in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Once the plastic has been carried there, it gets trapped there. Graphene find in China's Chang'e 5 moon samples challenges lunar origin theory. China's Chang'e 6 lunar probe returns to Earth with first samples from moon's far side. NASA calls off spacewalk after spacesuit water leak. China's Yangtze River provinces on alert for floods with more heavy rain on the horizon. Norway starts stockpiling grain again, citing the pandemic, war, and climate change. Heat wave sears London and Paris as Greece battles wildfires.
U.S. reporter Evan Gershkovich's closed-door espionage trial begins in Russia. Law enforcement is spying on thousands of Americans' mail, records show. In Indonesia, crippling immigration ransomware breach sparks privacy crisis. 2 days ago, cyber attack compromised Indonesia data center, ransom sought.
Saved console files. Windows XSS bug leveraged in novel attack. Multiple WordPress plugins compromised. Hackers create rogue admin accounts. Ethereum Foundation's mailing list leaked. Vulnerability in SendPulse flagged.
Over 110,000 websites affected by hijacked polyfill supply chain attack. New cyber threat Bulka, deploying manager Trojan via SQL attacks. In Russia, Watchdog orders Opera and Google to limit access to information on bypassing blocking.
Missile strike on Sevastopol, act of war, by Washington, says Ritter. Recently, Russia tells U.S. ambassador it will retaliate over Sevastopol missile strike, and reportedly, U.S. and Russia defense chiefs speak as tensions rise over Crimea attack. Putin allies kids suspected in synagogue shooting massacre. TASS reports that probe shows Il-76 carrying Ukrainian POWs down by Ukraine. Modi to visit Russia for first time since invasion of Ukraine. South Korean military says 350 waste balloons detected from North Korea overnight as tensions flare. Danish FA to hunt fans who displayed offensive banner and make them pay UEFA fine. Pentagon rapidly expanding its military biological presence in Africa, claimed the top brass. It has been commented as, NATO fears 850-pound drones could take out some of its most powerful weapons. Israel's High Court orders the army to draft ultra-Orthodox men, rattling Netanyahu's government.
BRICS to suspend admitting new members for a while, announced Lavrov. EU launches membership talks with Moldova and Ukraine. EU to downgrade Georgia ties and MOL finance freeze, Borrell says.
Julian P. Assange, 52, the founder of WikiLeaks, pleaded guilty today to conspiring with Chelsea Manning, at that time a U.S. Army intelligence analyst, to unlawfully obtain and disclose classified documents relating to the national defense, and WikiLeaks Assange arrives in Australia following release on U.S. plea deal. Nearly a day ago, Julian Assange's plane leaves Bangkok for U.S.-controlled Pacific Island. Israel, it will suspend aid operations across Gaza without improved safety, and 1 in 5 households in Gaza go whole days without food, draft UN report says. Victims of October 7th attack against Israel sue UNRWA for allegedly laundering money for Hamas. 10 children lose one or both legs every day in Gaza, says UNRWA chief.
Beirut airport bosses deny it is being used to store Hezbollah weapons, as Lebanon organizes airport tour for diplomats, after claims of Hezbollah storing weapons. 3 days ago, it had been reported that Hezbollah using Beirut airport to store Iranian arms, Lebanese whistleblowers claim. Hamas leader says any agreement that excludes ceasefire is not an agreement. India supplying arms to Israel in return for Kargil support, claims former envoy.
Harry Potter and Welcome to Derry moving from Max to HBO as part of big-budget streaming strategy rethink. Disney fails again to get antitrust class action over ESPN and Hulu ownership tossed out. Dr. Disrespect finally confirms the reason for his lifetime Twitch ban, admits to messages with a minor that were in the direction of being inappropriate.
Negotiators seal EU top jobs deal for von der Leyen, Costa and Kallas. 1 month ago, PM Kallas calls for breakup of Russia. EU hits 19 Chinese firms with sanctions over links to Russian war effort. NATO approves Dutch leader Rutte to succeed Stoltenberg.
VanEck plans to waive fees for potential spot Ethereum ETF at the outset. Bitwise CIO predicts spot Ethereum ETFs will attract $15 billion of net inflows in 18 months, and Ether spot ETFs could see lower demand compared to Bitcoin peers, claims Bernstein. NCAA council votes to remove cannabis from banned drug list, removes limits on on-field coaches. Brazil's Supreme Court decriminalizes possession of marijuana for personal use, and right-wing revolts with the STF. Brazil will become stinking of marijuana. In Germany, smoking weed in front of daycare or school to be fined €500. Field chapter of Hell's Angels arrested in kidnapping, robbery investigation. LAPD, federal authorities look for synagogue protesters as city malls over mask restrictions, added security. Interpol elects Brazil's Valdecir Quiza as first chief from a developing nation.
Steve Bannon's New York criminal fraud trial will no longer be overseen by judge who presided over Trump's hush money trial. Judge alters Trump's gag order, letting him talk about witnesses, jury after hush money conviction. Trump expressed concern that returning classified docs after subpoena could result in criminal charges, according to sealed notes.
AliExpress, Temu see growth slow in Korea due to product safety concerns, and Arkansas sues Chinese online retailer Temu, claims site illegally accessing user information. Microsoft breached antitrust rules by bundling Teams with Office software, European Union says. OpenAI delays advanced voice feature for ChatGPT that some people liken to the film Her.
AI could kill creative jobs that shouldn't have been there in the first place, OpenAI's CTO says. BBC retells as, AI took their jobs. Now they get paid to make it sound human. It has been commented as, this time last year, Hollywood writers were on strike. Now, many can't find work.
Walmart is replacing its price labels with digital screens, but the company swears it won't use it for surge pricing. Redmi announces it will no longer use LCD screens. Steam users have spent $19 billion on games they've never played.
Tesla recalls Cybertrucks again for issues with wiper blades and loose trim. Ford recalls over 550,000 pickup trucks because transmissions can suddenly downshift to first gear. Waymo ditches the waitlist and opens up its robot access to everyone in San Francisco.
YouTube will ask iOS users to allow tracking for more personalized ads. Google is killing infinite scroll on search results. Smiling robot face is made from living human skin cells. Critical RC vulnerability discovered in Alima AI infrastructure tool.
Quarter of Americans admit to skipping meals due to skyrocketing grocery costs, claimed in a report, and CNN comments as, an $18 Big Mac meal sparked a revolt against high prices. Companies are finally listening. American millennials drive surge in freelancing as a side job. International scheme to tax billionaires' wealth technically feasible, study finds, and tax the super rich, says a new report commissioned by Brazil for its G20 presidency. Also, minimum tax on billionaires would raise up to $250 billion a year, says report. Lawmakers scrap plan for 2035 transition to EVs. U.S. Department of Energy announces $900 million to accelerate the deployment of next-generation light water small modular reactors. India's nuclear power generation capacity to increase by around 70% in the next 5 years, says Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh.
Inflation picks up in May, rising 2.9%. Argentina records first week of zero inflation in 30 years. Milley claims his redefining economic theory. Kenyan president deploys military to halt treasonous protests, and several killed as Kenyan police open fire on anti-tax bill protesters. Part of Kenya's parliament on fire as thousands of protesters enter.
Fortune 100 CEOs who are supporting Donald Trump, says Yale's Jeffrey Sonnenfeld. 16 Nobel Prize-winning economists warn a second Trump term would reignite inflation. Bill Gates believes U.S. business environment can face uncertainty if Trump wins, reports Bloomberg.
Biden to pardon veterans convicted under former military law banning gay sex. Judge halts further student loan forgiveness, under part of Biden's new repayment plan. PPE worth £1.4 billion from single COVID deal destroyed or written off. 5 months ago, it had been reported that UK government wasted nearly £10 billion on unused COVID PPE, figures show.
MTV News website goes dark. Archives pulled offline. The New York Times plans shift of top podcasts behind paywall to boost revenue amid growing digital subscriber base, claimed in a report. It has been reported as first Universal theme park in Europe to generate £50 billion of economic benefits for UK, as Universal touts benefits of new theme park near London.
Two voice actors sue AI company over claims it breached contracts, clone their voices. ITSC reaches tentative agreement on basic agreement with studios and streamers. An influencer's AI clone started offering fans mind-blowing sexual experiences without her knowledge. Amazon MGM lands zombie package. I used to eat brains. Now I eat kale from Ryan Gosling's general admission. Focus Features sets November 7th, 2025 release for Yorgos Lanthimos, Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons' reteam, Begonia. DC's Green Lantern series, Lanterns, picked up as HBO series for 8 episodes.
Gandhi takes leader of opposition role in India's parliament. Justin Trudeau suffers shock by election defeat in Liberal stronghold. Russia bans 81 EU media outlets in tit-for-tat move. Japanese flock to Australia in record numbers on a working holiday, as 2 months ago, it had been reported as Japan's young workers head to Australia, eyeing higher pay, better work-life balance. China extends visa exemption for New Zealand, Australia, Poland to improve personnel exchanges. Large majority of Canadian Gen Z, millennials support values testing immigrants, as per a poll.
Most active stocks from June 26, 2024. Japan. NTT, ONTSU, Land. Hong Kong, ICBC, CCBC, BOC. UK. Lloyds, Vodafone, Tesco. USA. Nvidia, Tesla, Apple. This list is not an investment advice.
One more drop in the AI ocean. CMBAI/Mars 5, TTS. The model follows a two-stage AR and AR pipeline with a distinctively novel NAR component. With just 5 seconds of audio and a snippet of text, Mars 5 can generate speech even for prosodically hard and diverse scenarios like sports commentary, anime, and more. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue for Tuesday, June 18, 2024 to Tuesday, June 25, 2024. Elden Ring. Elden Ring Shadow of Erdtree. Counter-Strike 2. PUBG. Battlegrounds. Black Myth. Wukong. Chained Together. Destiny 2. Dota 2.
Apple App Store for iPhone, top paid games, from the 26th of June 2024. Minecraft. Heads Up. Geometry Dash. Puppets Freezeria to Go. Bloons TD6.
Top paid Android games on Google Play US, 426. June 2024. Minecraft. Geometry Dash. Stardew Valley. Bloons TD6. Magic Research 2. Eon 2D. Slay the Spire.
Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers, from the 26th of June 2024. Among Us, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Metroid Prime Remastered, Hogwarts Legacy, Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of June 17 to June 23, 2024. Weekly top lists of the most watched TV in English. Bridgerton, Season 3. Perfect Match, Season 2. Bridgerton, Season 1. Sweet Tooth, Season 3. Weekly top lists of the most viewed TV, non-English. Gangs of Galicia, Season 1. Raising Voices, Season 1. Hierarchy, Limited Series. Joko Anwar's Nightmares and Daydreams, Season 1.
From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of June 17 to June 23, 2024. Weekly list of the most viewed films in English. Trigger Warning, Ultraman Rising, Dracula Untold, Inheritance, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Weekly list of the most viewed films, non-English. Inheritance, Under Paris, Clex Academy, Cuando acecha la maldad, Colors of Evil, Red, Bade Mayan Chotmayan.
Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, June 14th to Thursday, June 20th, 2024. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond. Gata Only, Floy Minor, Chris MJ. Too Sweet, Hosier. Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. Houdini, Eminem.
Top hits on Apple Music 26, June 2024. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. I Had Some Help, feat. Morgan Wallen. Post Malone. A Bar Song, Tipsy. Shabozi. Whiskey Whiskey, Fe. Morgan Wallen Moneybag Joe. $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond.
Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs June 14th to June 20th, 2024. Gata Only, Floy Minor and Chris MJ. Susiki, Shreya Ghoshal. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. ABCD, Neon. Beautiful Things, Benson Boone. Houdini, Eminem. Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. Si No Quies No, Luis Enriquez and Netan Vega. NG Lam Tri Tim on AU, SN Ting MTP. Crypto, Streaming, Tech and more. Daily News Digest, the 26th of June 2024.